Hello, everybody. A very good afternoon. Lovely to have your company. If you're expected to see Leonie, I'm afraid it's not Leonie. If you expect to see Fiona, I'm sorry. Third pick. I'm sorry, third pick. But, you know, you get all the enthusiasm because I get a day out, which is lovely. So I hope you're having a fantastic afternoon with all the team at Hochanda. And it's a lovely show already. I know it's a very lovely show. We've got lots of bright colours, your lovely blues and your reds, which is fantastic. But most importantly, I've got lovely Claire, who we haven't worked together for quite a while.
Quite a while. It's lovely to see you.
It's lovely to see you as well. How have you been?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Good.
Yeah, really good. And these colours are making me smile, so I'm happy.
Well, they're bright, aren't they? They look fantastic. Now, the true blue, I know people may look at the red. The red's gorgeous. We'll come on to the red as well. But this is a big introduction. First time for the true blue, which I start thinking of a... You can't help but think of a Madonna song. But it is True Blue. It's perfect, this, isn't it? It's gorgeous.
It is. True Blue, so brand new to the Pink Frog family.
Great.
And we, so similar to our True Red and our True Green, acid and lignin free.
OK.
Same colour all the way through to the core.
Right, yeah.
Scores beautiful. Yeah, same quality.
Perfect for everything.
Yeah, brilliant.
And is it pretty much perfect for everything? You know, I know great for stamping on, etc., and all of those as well. But taking most mediums again, I know we've got the colour obviously to sort of contend with on that. But as far as actual paper,
but yeah, it'll definitely take colour.
Yeah.
So it'll take some of the kind of paler oxides and white ink, but you can still emboss on it.
Right.
Both using embossing ink, but you're embossing folders.
Lovely.
Gilding wax.
Oh, OK, yes, of course.
And your pastes and things like that. So yeah, good all-rounder, but just starting from a different point with your colour.
It really is a really striking colour, really lovely. And in fact, when you start seeing it with the red as well, they really play off of each other really beautifully. And again, I know for your matte and layering, for example, you know, this is going to give enough colour in there to give the reds a nice bit of punch to play opposite as well to work with, isn't it, really? I'll just show them and so you can sort of see how it sort of works on those as well. But the colour, but they are really striking colour, which is absolutely beautiful. Now, when we talk about what you're going to be getting here, you're also going to be getting instructions again. So I'll give you some ideas of all the different folds that you'll be able to work. But it really is, it's a lovely, bold, strong border, isn't it, if you are going to go with that?
It's just lovely, and putting it with the red as well, you're right, it gives it that pop and that almost kind of traditional colours as well.
Yeah, it is.
You know, quite kind of, you know, patriotic, but also, you know, just fresh and bright. You know, now the sun's out a little bit.
Yes, no, it's started, isn't it? It really is. I went for a nice walk the other day and it was coming out as well, which is lovely. So let's just give you the deal that you're going to be getting on the welcome, the first live show for Pink Frog with their brand new True Blue. So it is unscored card that you're going to be getting. It's 290 GSM, so perfect for your construction, which we're going to come on to in a second. 10.5 centimetres by 30 centimetres is the actual size that you can see right there as well. And in total, you're going to get 80 sheets of all the beautiful blue, which is gorgeous. And you will get the instructions also that's going to give you all the ways of making. And I know we're going to be looking at these demonstrations as well through the hour for this next hour, like you say. But you're going to get a great opportunity, all the instructions to make all of the lovely folds and all the different cards. Is it how many is it in total?
There's 8 on this one, so. You know, but again, experiment, you'll get more than that out of it. So kind of a Z fold. We've also obviously got our traditional gatefold there.
Gatefolds in there.
What have we got there? Is that our side gatefold? The pop-out card.
With the pop-up, yes, the pop-up.
Which you can make fancier. Side gatefold.
Ah, yes, there we go.
Which could go either side, depending where you want the panels.
And the one we've just been looking at a second ago.
And the inverted stepper.
Really, really fantastic. So again, if you're just perfect if you are just starting out as well with making your cards, and you're just thinking, oh, I see all these wonderful cards, but I don't quite know where to start. You will get the instructions step by step, and Claire was going to go through some really fantastic ones for you in this hour as well, which is absolutely brilliant. Now, I know this is going to be very, very popular. 20%, in fact, of the True Blue on its maiden voyage on Hochanda with us has already been allocated. So don't delay. Make sure you get yours in into your basket right now. The item code you're going to need for this particular size on this deal is 060376, and it's only £10.99. And remember, you're getting all 80 sheets plus the instructions to go with that for all those fabulous folds. Now, we're going to come on to the red. So the deal here on this is exactly the same. You're going to be getting the same size here. It is unscored, same GSM of 290 here, 80 sheets in total. And if you want to go for the red, 863425, and again, brilliant price of just £10.99. This is such a lovely, really potent, powerful, rich red, isn't it, this?
It is, and it just works so well with some of the stamps we've got as well. So things like our poppy stamp and our rose stamp, and
they're lovely.
It's just such a rich, warm red as well. Similar to the blue, same colour all the way through. And whenever you order this from us, you will get the same colour red.
Right.
So it's not as though they're different batches. It's always the same colour red.
And again, really important. Again, if you're doing a lot of sort of continue with the same project to work with, you want to get that consistency all the way through. But really, yeah, it is a gorgeous. It is absolutely beautiful, that red, actually. It's really striking. I'd say it's not. I don't know. I'm not trying to think. I'd compare this to what a Christmas red is. Is a Christmas red like a deeper red than this one? It just feels like it's a much. It could be a Christmas red, but it's got that sort of more like the red rose kind of feel like you were talking about, I think, about this.
Definitely. I think it's definitely got a richness and an elegance to it. So just maybe just a tone down from Christmas red.
Yes.
But yeah, works beautifully for these lovely, you know, spring type flowers, really. Nice and warm.
They are gorgeous. They're really striking. It looks like Britain's Got Talent with the big buzzer down the bottom there, with a big cross on it. If you want to go for that, it's with a powerful red. If you want to go for this one, of course, again, great compliment to go with exactly the same size on the bundle from the True Blue. It's 863425 is your item code. Just £10.99 again for 80 sheets. I say great for your construction. We're going to be looking actually, I think it's a box construction. We're going to go through that in the sale.
It is. It's a little box card, yeah, and then a box frame as well.
Perfect, and you'll see just how good it is for your construction. Now, of course, if you want to go for this, then the same size that you're seeing there, 10.5 centimetres by 30, the same as the True Blue and, of course, the gorgeous True Red. It is the same price. And the reason why I'm saying that with an element of surprise in my voice is because you're actually getting double. You're getting 160 sheets of this, not the 80, but you're still getting that for the same price. So a really good time to stock up on your fantastic Super Smooth, which is really lovely. The Super Smooth, I mean, it's famous around the studios because everyone talks about the Super Smooth. I've had people come and stroke my head and try and do a comparison. The Super Smooth wins every time. But it is, again, it's perfect for all mediums, isn't it, to work on?
It is, and every time we come on, we talk about it being our workhorse, and that's exactly what it is. And that's because of all the things you can do with it.
Yeah.
So, you know, again, construction, but you can distress it, you can stamp on it, you can use your alcohol inks on it.
Yes.
So, for me, it is just my go-to all the time because I don't have to think, I need that card for that or that card for that. Pick up your Super Smooth and just go for it with all your mediums.
I know I've seen some of the boards on there in the past, all the different mediums it can take, and I think it is enough on there that fills 3 big display boards of all the ways of working in your embossing and all of that. It's perfect, and again, great for your construction. Again, this is actually 300 GSM, so even actually slightly weightier than your True Blue and your True Red on that one. But again, the same price, but you're getting 160 sheets, not the 80 that you're going to be getting of the True Blue or the True Red. Really phenomenal deal. It is the workhorse to go for. 083028. Again, just £10.99 for those. It's brilliant. Okay. Let's work our way down. Now, we're going to go back. We're staying with the same colour stocks here. We're going with the True Blues and the True Reds. It's like bunting, isn't it, set out there? Looking fabulous. But now we're going to give you the different sizes. This is 15 by 30 centimetres. And actually, this one goes up to 100 sheets of this. Again, the same GSM as we were seeing. This is 290 GSM. But again, absolutely perfect to work on. It does look beautiful. I love this effect. Sort of distress. What's that on there that's given that?
That's been stamped with gesso.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That looks really lovely on that, doesn't it? Really with the blue.
Yeah, lovely Hazel's made that one, I think.
She's gone anonymous.
She's like that.
Yeah, she's like that. She wanted to see what people said about it before she put her name to it. Well, it looks absolutely fantastic, but the blue really does come through on that. It's gorgeous.
It does,
isn't it?
and that blue and white, and I think you'll see it through quite a few of the samples.
Yeah.
It's kind of, for me, it's that slight traditional feel of, you know, like that pottery kind of.
Oh yes,
like Wedgwood or delft type thing. So yeah, it works really well with the red and with white as well.
Really, really beautifully done. And again, we sort of see this here with the embossing that's taken place on this, and it really is fantastic. It's a gorgeous colour, and actually it's really bright. When you walk in the studio and you see the sort of the blues and the reds together on the whole of the desk and the counter, it looks fantastic. But again, you can see how this is going to take. It really is fantastic. You want to go for this set, again, to order this one, 15 by 30, 100 sheets here for $18.99. That's 404546 if you want to go for the True Blue. Same deal we've got available for you now. Again, if you want to go for the True Red, 100 sheets of this, again, 15 by 30, 215291, and again, $18.99. But I know it's not the super smooth, but it's still, you know, it's got a really lovely feel about this, a nice softness about this, isn't it?
Definitely, and it's, you know, it still is a smooth card.
It is, yeah.
You can still stamp on it and do lots of your techniques on it. So I think you can see some stamping on that one.
Yeah, really lovely. It does. You can sort of, the image comes through really nice and crisp actually on the stamping that you can see. And again, there's no bubbles or bumps or anything like that that you can find on the card. It is a really beautiful stock to work with. Look at that. That's gorgeous. That. Really lovely. Another great example, actually, the True Blue and the True Red both working really nicely together, and that stamp nice and crisp on those colours, really bold. If you want to go for the True Red, then this one is 215291, and again, just $18.99 for that size. That's your 15 by 30 centimetres. Now, we've also got the same size available for you in the Super Smooth, if you're a big fan of this one. This actually, again, slightly heavier weight, 300 GSM on this one, and this is just $10.99. Wow, 145936 for that one, which is absolutely brilliant. And you're also going to be getting, now we're going to get instructions again with all these sets as well, aren't we?
You are. You get 10 card folds on that one.
Is that all of those ones I've got down here?
It is. I think you've got them in black and white down there, but it's just to show the concept on those. So you've got your standard fold. Standard
fold that's in there. I'm just going to get a little shot of this as well. So he's coming, everybody. He's having his coffee. he's or something stronger. You never know. You never know. Bless him. He's got his workout. He's trying to make me look good. There we go. So we've got
gatefold.
The gatefold that's in there. We've got, so it's 10 altogether here.
Yeah, Z fold.
Z fold is in. Don't forget, you're going to get all the instructions to go with this, whether you're going to go for the True Blue or the True Red or the Super Smooth. So you get all of those instructions for you that's there.
Side gate fold. Side
gate that's in there. And I'll just try and bring that one so you can see this.
Oh, you're into the complicated ones now.
Oh, yeah, you see, this is going to test me, isn't it? It doesn't take much, Claire. You know that. It doesn't take much to test me. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, it's like the little wallet one that you can do.
That, isn't it? That's a great one.
That one's lovely if you're giving gifts, if you want to put a little gift card in, you know, especially, you know, as we haven't been able to go out and maybe buy presents like gift cards, kind of zhuzh them up a little bit.
Yeah, that's really nice. Nice and neat and compact that as well, isn't it? It works really well. That's really good, that. I like that one. What we got here then? We got that one there. Ah, so we've got...
Yeah, trifold.
Trifold on this one. And then... Oh, I'll tell you what, I didn't get this many cards at Christmas. Is that another pouch in the side there?
No, that's an easel card. So
is that to go? There we go. Is that right?
Yeah.
There we go. There's your easel card there. I feel like this is a little test.
You're doing really well. I'm very impressed. Inverted stepper.
There we go. And last but not least,
pop-out card.
Got the pop-out as well to work with. There we go. So if you're thinking about all those, thinking, do you know what, that would really take my card making onto another dimension if you are just getting into it, like I say. Great to have the instructions to go with it, and great to have the right card stock to work with it, whether it be the True Blue, the True Red or the Super Smooth. 100 sheets of the 300 GSM with the Super Smooth of that size, 145936, just $10.99. Great opportunity for you for those. Right, last two on the counter, and then we're going to be seeing how we put some of these together. We're now looking at A4 size, and we've got two options for you. We've got true red. We'll start with our true blue. Now here, 40 sheets of this size you're going to get. One again, 290 GSM, 10.99 for all of those 40 sheets, and that's 706 706. That's nice and easy. Now, the A4... I'm happy to make the sort of these bags. Is that what I'd sort of be using this for more?
Definitely. So for you,
lovely, that.
Anything with a, that's a little bit bigger. So the bag is made from 2 sheets of A4, just scored and folded together. And I think there's a frame somewhere as well. I think it's on the back shelf. That's from A4.
Which one was that?
The big one in the middle, yeah.
Oh, the big frame?
Yeah.
Was it? I'll just lift that up there. Oh, what I'll do is I'll lift that up and drop one.
Don't worry.
There we go. That was planned. We did that in rehearsals. We said we'll keep that. But yeah, so you made... So this is 2 sheets of A4 or 1 sheet?
2 sheets.
2 sheets of A4 to make that frame. And again, of course, being that 290 GSM, you can feel the sort of the sturdiness of those as frames. They really work brilliantly, don't they?
They're just brilliant for like little home decor pieces, for gifts, just to display. They're quite good to put like kids' artwork in and stuff, just to make them, look a bit posher. But then you can change them in and out for whatever they make. So
that is that's absolutely fantastic. That brilliant. I don't want to tread on that, so let's bring that one up as well for you. So if you want to go for the A4 again, now a quarter of the stock on this. So the first time again for the True Blue to be on at this size, so do take advantage. 706, I think it's because the item code's so easy to remember. 706 706, 10.99 only for 40 sheets, and that's for your A4. So if you are looking for your bottle bags and your bags, like you say on this one, on your frames, absolutely brilliant size to have for that price, which is absolutely fantastic. So last one on the counter for you. Had the True Blue, you see how it works together. We've got the True Red, exactly the same offer for you, just a different colour. 10.99, 709 171 is your item code here. Again, 40 sheets for those. But it really does look fun. I think they seem to really sort of lend themselves again for the sort of the Union Jack kind of feel, the blue and the red and the white working together.
I think as well as those kind of patriotic cards, they're quite nice. The blue, if you're making masculine cards but don't want to kind of go too grungy as well.
Yes.
Or you just want to move away from, you kind of pinks and purples a little bit. The blue is such a lovely pop of colour.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, and it works really nicely, again, with that red in collection with those. They really are fantastic. Very nice. Pop that one down there before. I think it should have been on top, but I don't think I could balance it again. 709, not as easy to remember this one, 171. 709 171. 10.99 only. So this is the first time, very first show again, bringing and introducing the True Blue to you. Do get those into your basket while you can. You'll be the very first to be working with this, of course, so make the most of this one. Now, also, we've got a really special price for this one. This is your Pink Frog. This is a beautiful A5 and the A6 Super Smooth card. Really special price on there for this show that you can see here. They've got £8 saving, so it's only £13.98. So that's going to give you 160 of your A5 and 320, you're looking at there, of your A6. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, I know we're just showing this for the first time live, but people have found it there. It's on the website, and 20% of the stock has already been popped into people's baskets. So don't delay. Do take advantage of that if you can, if you want to go for that offer, 698005. Now, again, if A4 is more the size of the card stock that you work with, then you'll be interested in this one. There's 160 sheets of the A4, of the pure white, so the super smooth. Oh, no, hang on a second. No, I've just heard... I love it when I hear this from a producer. Ooh! And she did do that sound. Ooh! This one hasn't got the saving on, everybody. 21.98, 617 168. But don't worry, pop it into your baskets because that price is going to have a different saving attached to that in a second. I think she's just pressing buttons. And all the time she's doing this, by the way, just so you know, she's still going, ooh! Ooh! Oh, there we go. That's better, isn't it? That was worth a few oohs. £8 saving again. So that'll still give you 160 sheets for £13.98. 617168. If you work a lot in A4, and again, you know, as Claire was talking about, the workhorse, basically, for your super smooth, don't miss out on that offer. Loads to pop into your basket. So now we know what we're working with, we know the instructions we've got, how do we put these together? So, Claire, done my bit.
No pressure.
Now it's your turn. So what are we looking at in this hour?
I think we will start with something a little bit different.
Okay.
So we are going to start, I'm just going to grab this, we're going to start with this little box card.
This is beautiful. Do you know what? This is perfect for Mother's Day.
Exactly, so you can put any kind of like flowers in, anything at all. So we'll start with the construction. The construction is super easy and then we'll decorate it.
Really, because when you look at something like that, it comes with that wow factor, and you must think, I do. I look at that and go, someone's made that?
Well, do you know what? Now the best thing about this?
Yeah.
It folds flat.
Oh, that's
so
brilliant.
If you're posting this, you can get this in an envelope too.
Oh, perfect. That's perfect.
Nice and flat.
Oh, it really does flatten down, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. The bulk of that is coming from the decoration.
Yes.
So, yeah, let's make one of those.
Great.
And you can do them in all kinds of sizes, but I really wanted to do a really cute little one.
Okay.
They're cute.
So, out of the bundles, could I make this out of the first bundle I've got?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah,
Go with
definitely.
That
That's where we're going to start. But
right.
you could make it out of the others, but let's do it out of that one.
Great.
Grab a scoring tool. So let me remember what we did. It's good. This is always a good bit. So we are going to score at 7, at 14, at 21 and 28. We're then going to turn it round and we are going to score it at 6.5, but just not to the end panel.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to leave that panel flat. So that's our scoring done. So we can put our board away.
I'll be doing 7 times tables, my little girl. I knew they'd come in handy.
Oh, you see, could have helped me out there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut this little bit away and make a little tab, because this is how we're going to join it together. And we're just going to cut a slit down each of these just to that.
Oh, that's central. Right, I got
that line. And this is the basic bit of our construction. And once you've done this, you're like, is it really that easy? So we'll fold each of these over. And that one. And we just fold it and fold it.
And this is like anything, isn't it? That once you've done it a few times.
So that, when we stick it together, I'm not going to stick it just yet because we need to stick some bits together to decorate it. But that is your base. The box is there. That's your construction.
That was easy, actually. That's great.
We do just need 2 bits. I do need my scoring board back just to go inside. So I've just cut 2 little strips of card and we're just going to score them. So I've cut these to 2.5 centimetres deep by 11, and I'm going to score at 2 and 9. And they're just going to give us little kind of bits inside for us to attach things to.
Yep.
So before I assemble it, because I want it to be quite neat inside, we are going to do some decoration.
Right.
So we are going to basically make some pattern paper.
Oh, okay.
So you were talking about the Super Smooth and the A5 and A6 box. This is my go-to box. So this is the box that sits next to me on my desk. And it does get topped up very often from the office.
I'm sure.
But you've got your A5 and your A6 there, and you just pull bits out and to use.
It's again, well, people are going to use them, aren't they? I know it always. I say when we have the sort of savings on the show, if there's anything like that that you use consistently, you know, and I say that Super Smooth is one of the ones that always goes out. Get it in a sale when there's an offer on there, when there's a reduction in price, because you know you're going to use it. You're going to use it as well, aren't you?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So we're going to use our rose stamp set.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
So I've got mine in a little book, but they're there.
It's very organised, Claire. Very organised.
Sometimes. I try. So this is our music background stamp.
Oh, lovely.
I've got a T on mine, so I know which side is the top.
Nice.
Just so I know.
Very nice.
And I'm not going to put it on a block because I don't particularly want an even coverage of ink on this. I want different kinds of tones of the red and the blue. So just to bring all of that red and blue together. So I'm just going to pop a bit of ink on. I'm just leaving it on my hand.
You've gone very Leone style. off the block.
Off the block. And we're just rolling it kind of through.
Just so you know, we have got the details on the side of the screen for you right now with the stamps that Claire's working with, actually. So the rose stamp, if you want to go for it, is there. So you're going to get the A5 rose stamp set, the 5 of the A4 Super Smooth 300 GSM, and 5 of the A4 watercolour card as well. So all that is a lovely bundle with a reduction of £3.25 off of so all of that. £14.95 only. That's 688. 544. We've also got a couple of other stamps, by the way, if you're looking to try and add on to this, if you're going to put them into your basket, maybe to go with your true blue or your true red, of course. We've also got, if you want to go for this is lovely, actually, the A5 Flowers and the Verses stamp set, 5 of the A4 Super Smooth, again, 300 GSM, and 5 of the A4 Watercolour, again. Still got that same saving, £3.25, £14.95 only, 486364. And we've also got, if you love your sunflowers, look at the screen for this one. You'll like this one. This is your Sunflower Wishes stamp set, actually. 5 of your A4 again with your Super Smooth and your watercolour. Again, same saving. £14.95 only. 194941. Loving those. And if you want to go all decorative, you'll like this one. Same offer again with that saving for you. This one. This is your decorative sunflower stamp set. £14.95 again. 439633. Don't forget, I know we went through them quite quick, but they're all there on Hochanda.com on the website for yourself. Right, so I know you were just busy stamping the same areas on that, Claire, so I just wanted to get the details of those.
No, that's absolutely fine. And you can see how quickly you can pull a background together.
Straight away.
And from there, all I've done is gone ahead and cut these into little panels. So just so that they're going to fit on the little panels on the front of our finished. So I'll cut a couple of them. Let's do the one that is 6.5 centimetres by 6 centimetres.
But they are great, those stamps, for the backgrounds for all sorts,
Definitely.
aren't they, really?
And for me, what I tend to do is I'll tend to make, you know, quite a few sheets and then cut them up.
So you've got them, yeah.
You know, don't stress too much that they're, you know, maybe not perfect. As soon as, you know, that they're cut up and everything else, they just look like beautifully blended background papers.
Yes. Just
to bring our eye in again, I'm just going to pop a bit of, and this is blue sketch print, I think. Yeah, blueprint sketch. One of the oxide inks, and the blue just works beautifully with the true blue card.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So we've just inked all of that.
Actually, that is a nice match to go with it, wouldn't it? Yeah.
It goes so well. So it'll just draw your eye into the panel and get rid of any white edges you've got as well. So
it never fails to impress me, but just doing that sort of around the edges really can make a big difference. It's sort of how professional and what lovely finish you get when you just take off that white, like you say, on the border.
Yeah. So what I have done, because nobody wants to see me cut all of that up.
You'd be amazed what people want to see.
Do you think? So I have cut all these panels ready, and all I'll do is stick these to here. So we'll use some of our glue, in fact probably the thicker one. Don't need you.
You are very organised.
Probably a bit too organised, so I'm not used to being this organised. I think that's what throws me a little bit.
Oh no, I'm with you. I think actually I struggle to sort of sit down and do any work if I've been. Well, there is that. I mean, don't let Fiona know, but it's a birthday coming up on Friday, and I haven't got her a card yet. Not made one. So guess what? Homeschooling is on Thursday for Shay. We're having an art lesson.
Is it crafting day?
It might be a bit of crafting. We've got some stamps. We've got a little bit of Super Smooth. Oh, yeah, listen, no good having children if they can't pull you out of a tricky moment. It's education, education, education as far as I'm concerned.
Right size. There you go, that's better size.
Absolutely, absolutely. So,
I'll find the right one to stick to it in a minute. There it is.
But you see, through lockdown, I've been demoted to any work I wanted to do from home, the kitchen table. Because Jed's got his own little desk. Fee's got one up in the office, so she's been up there doing, you know, some bits and pieces. And Shay's got her little desk, so I'm there with an empty cornflake bowl and my mug of coffee, trying to do it. It's very no wonder there's no cards made. That's my excuse.
Really?
I'm sticking to that one. Yeah. You wouldn't deny me that, would you?
Definitely not. But I do want to see what you make in art on Thursday.
Yes, exactly. We'll put a little picture up on my Facebook page.
Excellent. And, so we've got all of these panels, and all of a sudden you can see our little project is starting to come together.
The little borders again make such a difference on that, don't they, with the layering?
Yeah, just a little bit of a matte and layer makes all the difference. So we can now go back to our little our little box. So we're going to stick one of these on the back. And again, it just finishes it off.
Yeah.
You know, you don't really particularly see it. And you could leave that panel blank. So I'll find the words. If you wanted, because then you could write your message on there, couldn't you?
Oh, yeah,
It'd be
of course.
quite
Yes.
cute.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll pop.
Happy birthday, Fee. Yeah, you
Those
could
in
do that.
there.
Could go on.
Yeah.
By the way, phone lines are very busy. We will be with you as quickly as we possibly can. So thank you for your call. Apologies you've got to wait a little while, but we will be with you. But of course, there's no queues on the website if you want to join us on there.
So the bit to remember now is on these bits, because these are going to come down, you want to stick the panels on the
top.
bit that comes down. Yeah. There we go.
You know, but it's one of those, because that's the sort of thing I would do on the wrong side. But again, once you've done this a few times, this becomes second nature, won't it?
And you know what? If you'd got the panels on the inside and the outside, so I would just do extra panels.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you know,
that's true.
So either that or start again. You know, it's a piece of card.
Yes.
So at this point, what we're going to do is we are going to grab some red liner tape.
I bet we've got some of that on the show. You never leave home without any.
So I'm using the
Yeah, we have.
I'm using the 12mm, so the thicker one, and that's just going to go on our little tab. So what I like to do is I like to put this together. So we just bring that in and fold that on top, and that'll give you a nice square edge. And then I'm going to put my other panel inside it.
I see.
Because then it'll hide that little tab.
Little tab, yeah. But do you know what? You can see when, like this project, for example, the red liner tape really comes into itself because it's neat. It's really easy and quick to use as well, and you get a really good sort of stick with it, don't you, as well?
Yeah.
Perfect. And if you go for this bundle, by the way, you've got those different sizes. So for those different size projects, this is perfect. 3, 6, and you've got your 9 and your 12mm. Is that the 12mm you're using on that one?
It is the 12mm I'm using on this
So you're going to get all those. And there's 30 metres on each of those rolls, so 120 metres in total. 825810, 13.99. It's always one of those, isn't it, that people just pull out. Especially, I've always said this about that, if you're using it in a demonstration, when you've got to be quick, you've got TV cameras at you, and you don't have that much pressure at home, it's perfect.
Yeah, you know, at home you'd leave things to maybe just settle and stick a little bit, and we don't always have that opportunity. What I am going to do, I'm going to stick these inside.
OK.
So these are our 2 little strips that we did. And to get them fairly evenly spaced, I am going to use the wet glue on this just because it gives me a little bit of wiggle. So let's pop you in there, and we'll pop you at the back. So they just meet the top edge, and one goes at the back.
Oh, I see, yes.
And one goes at the front. And then it kind of evenly spaces them without you having to kind of even think about it, really. I'll squidge you in there. So like you say, at home, I would then let this dry a little bit.
Yes, a little bit of time.
which fortunately, look, I have. I just haven't stuck that one together. Actually, that one will be fine. Of course it'll be fine. It's quite quick grab glue, it'll be fine. So all we need to do now is decorate it.
Okay.
So I have taken, again, one of the stamps. So I've taken the rose stamp. I'm going to find an acrylic block. I have taken some of our card. Let me grab a bit of card.
Definitely go for the true blue. I tell you what, and the nice thing is, I think you do get a really good representation of it on your TV or your monitor. I know sometimes when you see it on the TV, the colours seem a bit washed out, for example, but this is such a lovely, striking blue, and the reds, that it's really actually very... basically what you see on the TV is what you're going to get. It's that vivid, it is that striking, and you can see that on the screen. So that's a testament of the colour, because sometimes it gets a bit washed out sometimes on the cameras, but that is so lovely and vivid that it's even staying true on the screen as well. So you can imagine how that's going to look even close up. That is really lovely.
I've just stamped that in black.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't done anything else to it. I haven't had to kind of heat emboss it to make it stand out. No. The blue is still popping through that black. Because I needed quite a few flowers, I have pre-cut them out.
Okay.
And I've kind of joined them together a little bit. Hopefully they haven't all stuck together in the bag.
Make one big bouquet.
Yeah, a little bit. So all I've done, stamped some flowers, just cut round them with a pair of scissors, and then we can just pop them in our box. And I'm going to use our glue gel. So I tend to use it in a syringe, so it's our Collal 3D glue gel.
Yeah. And do you just keep it in the syringe all the time then? Okay.
Yeah, so I just push it towards the end and then pop the nozzle on it, and that stops it kind of clogging.
We've got those on the screen, as you can see there as well. A set of 2 if you want to go for the 3D glue gel. And you're also going to get the syringe key and the precision nozzle. All of that comes as that lovely bundle, just $12.98, 158 444. Really handy for things like this to bring them. And is it just to give it that little extra lift?
It is, yeah. So it just gives it a bit more of a 3D feel. Let's pop you in there.
Do you know what? It's amazing to see how simply this does come together, but it looks really intricate. But when you break it down, it's lovely, that.
There we go.
Whole box of flowers.
How are we doing? Perfect. And then we just need a couple more on the front.
So if we're working with these for different sizes, you want to make a different size box again?
Yeah.
Would you just... the measurements on that?
If you were using the other size that we've got on the show today, the 15 by 30, because the 30 is the same, you would still go 7s.
Okay.
So you would still get the same box, but just taller.
Taller, right, okay.
If you wanted to make a bigger one, you'd probably need to put 2 sheets of card joined together.
Right, great.
But yeah, just equal measurements all the way around with a tab.
Right.
And keep the bit at the back tall.
Perfect.
So we'll just pop these on the front.
Just depends how many flowers you want to give that person.
It does. You know, but you could use, you know, I like stamping, I like bringing everything together. I love making things that feel that I've made them. Yeah. That, you know, I've constructed it, I've made that little bit of background paper, and then obviously, you know, we're going to do a little tag to finish it off. So here's a bit more of our pattern paper that we've got left.
Made, yes.
I'm going to grab my stamping platform, and the happy birthdays from the rose set as well. So everything we've used stamp-wise at the moment is from the rose set.
That's brilliant.
We'll just pop that in there.
Do you know what's so lovely, looking at from here, the sort of all the flowers bursting out of the box, is you've got the red and the blue with that colour, but actually just the black stamp onto the white, they still look like beautiful white roses with that. You know, they work really well, and that just literally is black ink on white card.
Yeah.
And yeah, it looks great when you mix it with the other colours. It's surprising what they do to lift the whole project as well.
Yeah, and if you wanted to, you could put a bit of music on on the roses too, or you could colour the roses with your alcohol inks or your pencils, watercolour. So there's our happy birthday. Nice and crisp. Even though it's a delicate font, it comes out really well. We'll grab our trimmer. We are just going to scoop that across there, and then we'll just to finish it off, and I'm not going to use any measurements. We'll just put a little...
You're going old school.
I am. I'm going a little fishtail on there.
We're going off-road.
And then using scoring tool or the edge of your scissors, anything like that, we are just going to give it a little bit of shape to make it look like a little banner. And then we can, again, put some glue gel on there. And pop you on there. And there we go.
Oh, lovely. Look at that. That is absolutely fantastic, Claire. Thank you. It was such a lovely demonstration. Again, so if you are looking at something like that and thinking, I'm not sure about that, or maybe I'll just do with a normal fold, you know, these are, you know, definitely achievable and doable. When you break them down, they look fantastic. And what's really helped that, of course, is the colour of the paper that really makes those stand out, which is absolutely fantastic. Thank you for that, Claire. I'll give a quick recap, then we'll come back if that's
fine.
OK.
I'll have a quick tidy up.
So just to let you know, if you are just watching now for the first time, and it's a very good afternoon, we're introducing Pink Frog's brand new today on the show for you, the True Blue. And it is absolutely gorgeous, this. And it is thorough blue all the way through the card itself there. And a great GSM, 290 GSM. So again, if you are looking at construction of any sort, you know, we've got all the examples of all the different card folds. You're going to get your instructions with this kit, by the way. I think it's 8 different instructions you're going to get with your different folds of your cards. You get that with your bundle, but it's going to be really, really fantastic. The first bundle here is 80 sheets, and this is for your 10.5 by 30 centimetres on that size as well. Now, half the stock has already been allocated on your True Blue. Item code for you to get this into your basket is 060376, and it's $10.99 for your True Blue. Now, you're going to find there's a real big similarity. The only thing that's going to change is the item code and the colour, because everything else is exactly the same. The instructions you're going to get, everything else with the GSM is there. This is the item code you're going to need. It's 863425 for 80 sheets of your True Red. Again, same price. Brilliant. Just £10.99, and the instructions to make all of those different folds for your cards, which is absolutely brilliant. Next down the line, same size, so 10.5 on this one by your 30. This is going to give you, now, same price, different item code, 083028, but same price, $10.99, but this time, rather than 80, 160 sheets of the Super Smooth, which is gorgeous, and slightly heavier weight, only by 10, but it's now 300 GSM on the Super Smooth rather than the 290, I think it was, wasn't it, that we were looking at on the True Blue and the True Red. 083028 if you want to go for that. Again, if you are a big fan of the Super Smooth, do take advantage of these offers. They're really, really good. OK, slightly larger now then, back to our True Blue. This is your 15 by 30. Again, don't forget, you can make what we're just looking at there from these. Again, it will work very nicely with a little flower box, for example. These, this time, you're going to be getting 100 sheets. Again, same GSM, 290, and this is your unscored card. If you want to go for the True Blue, first time on the show, 404546. This is just $18.99. Now, we are very busy again here. Half the stock. First time on the show in this colour. And again, just in case you missed it first time around, it is blue right the way through to the core on this one. It is blue. Shall I just stop there, just in case anyone's still watching in black and white? I don't know if anybody is. You never know. It's the one next to the red one. 404546, just a rehash of an old snooker joke. Right. We have got the True Red also. Same price, same weight, same amount you're going to get here. This one is 215,291 for $18.99. Again, 100 sheets of the True Red. Really beautiful. And again, you sort of see them on screen again, but you can see how they work so nicely together. If you've already got the True Red in your collection, strongly advisable to go for the True Blue because they really work for each other, make each other of those colours really pop and stand out. The red, this size, 215,291. Beautiful. Now, don't forget also, and it applies for the Super Smooth that we got coming up. This one, you're going to get a different set of instructions. You're going to get instructions for 10 different folds on this one for your cards again. So you had 8 on the first set. You're going to get 10 instructions or a sheet of paper with 10 of your different folds, all included with this bundle. Now, if you want to go for the white, your Super Smooth here, again, same size, 15 by 30. Now, of course, it's 300 GSM. Same price here again, just $10.90. In fact, no, lower price. One $10.99, of course, 145,936 if you'd like to go for the Super Smooth. Love that. Okay. Last but not least, it's the largest size we've got for you. This is your A4 size. Again, really lovely. Now, a lot of people are taking the True Blue into their hearts for this one. In fact, 60% of the stock has already been allocated. We knew it was going to be a big hit. I think we knew that when we knew how popular the True Red was. True Blue is certainly following on with that one. 706,706. $10.99 is going to get you 40 sheets of your fantastic True Blue. Great for your bags you might be making, or your larger frames. You'll need a couple of sheets, for example, to make just one frame of this kind of size that you can see, which is your A4 size there. But again, perfect because it is your 290 GSM. Absolutely brilliant for all of your construction work on that. 706,706, $10.99. And, of course, as night follows day, if you've got the blue, you've got to have the red as well. Again, same offer this one, same size, same price point, just a different item code, different colour. 709171 is your item code, again, for your A4 of your True Red. Don't forget, we've also had the stamps. They're also there for you on the website for you to have a look through, of course. And all the other accessories in there we got with your glues and, of course, your red liner tape. It's all there for you. We've also got, by the way, with regards to your A4, the Super Smooth is there. If you want to go for the A4, just want to maybe get a bit low on the stock. Maybe it's one that you just started and you know it's an absolute workhorse, great for everything. This has got an £8 saving on this bundle, so it's $13.98 rather than your $21.98. So do get it while that reduction's there. 617168. Earlier on also, Claire talked about that she said she always has this pretty much next to her on the desk. Excuse me, it's a great bundle, actually, this one. 160 of your A5, 320 of your A6 of your Super Smooth. So absolutely perfect. Again, £8 reduction on this one right now. So again, must have $13.98, 698005. And the Super Smooth that is available on our 7-day saver. If you want to go for this one, this is your A4 and A3. I know you've already found it. I know some people have just sniffed out already. Don't blame you. $13.98 on this one. That's going to give you 120 sheets in total. That's 40 of your A3 you're looking at, and 80 of your A4. If you want to go for that one, it's 462614 item code. Right, lots of digits, lots of numbers. We've not got lots of minutes left, though, I'm afraid. We're about 7 minutes left, Claire. Right,
let's see how far we can get with this inverted stepper.
Right, let's go for that. In fact, this is instructions on both sets, isn't it? The 15 by 30 and the 10.5.
Yeah, super easy. So, following the instructions, which I happen to have next to me.
Handy.
So, we find 17 on our trimmer, and it's at 2 there, so 17 down to 2, and the same on the other side. And get it lined up. There you go. It's fun to see it on the blue. There we go. And 2. So that just gives us 2 kind of slits on our card, and then we can grab our scoreboard. And we are just going to score across. at 2 centimetres, so that joins that bottom score line up at 4 centimetres and across at 17. And this is all on your instructions, so you don't need to remember it. And then at 15.
And this is, I like to say, this is in your instructions. If you're going to go for the 10.5 by 30 or the 15 by 30, you're going to get this as listed in both of those.
Yeah.
So whichever kit you go for.
So we're going to fold that one there and that one there. And then that one just goes in. Little fingers and thumbs now, there we go. And that one will pop up there. It's much easier, really, than I'm making it look. I'm having one of my moments. There you go. So that is your basic,
that's right.
you know, and straight away you've already got a more interesting card. As soon as we haven't got long left, I'm going to grab in a few bits that I want to show you. So all we've done is, again, I've used a stamp and I've stamped a background. So this is a stamp, so these are from the Flowers and Verses.
Oh, yes,
and I've just used one little tiny stamp in blue and just stamped it several times, and it's given us that.
That looks lovely.
And then we just cut that away, and what that will give us is it'll give us this little frame.
Oh, that's nice, yeah.
So we're going to pop that on.
Details for that particular stamp set are on the side of your screen right now, just $14.95. 486364 is your item code for those ones. There's plenty there to choose from. Yeah, it's amazing. That little stamp that you use there, but it's amazing what effect you can have.
That is one
when you repeat it.
That is one of my favourite stamps. It's probably the first stamp I played with from Pink Frog, and I decorated a bag with it. And every time I just go back to it because it's a little, you know.
It is lovely, that. Nice and easy on the eye. Nice. There's a simplicity about it, but.
There we go. Glue there. I'll glue rubber on that in a little while. Right, at that point, so we can already see that it's coming together. So what I want to do is do our middle panel. So let's grab some bits.
What colour was that blue that you used on that?
That is blue.
Is that the same one?
It's Blueprint Sketch. Yeah.
It's a perfect complement to the true blue, isn't it?
Then just to make that even out, I tend to put a little panel in the middle so that comes the same height. So when it's folded, it's all lays together.
Oh, I see. Yes.
And the middle bit that we cut out of our piece of pattern paper, I'm just going to pop in the middle. So, and that will go in there. So we can already see we've got some structure coming together. So that's already kind of getting there.
Instantly.
So then what we've done, I'm going to grab a panel. I'm going to grab, so I've cut this so that our stamp, so again this stamp is from our Flower and Verses. I'm going to stamp this with some Versamark and just pop it on here. I should have probably done this in a stamping press, but you know, let's just go for it. What can possibly go wrong?
That's all right. We've only got about 2 minutes left, so
there you go.
Anything you can do is fantastic for us.
Look, I'm using Super Smooth as a clean up now as well. That's terrible. So what we'll do.
Wow, that looks lovely already. I know that's.
Yeah, and then we'll just quickly heat emboss it.
I know you said you'll see how far we can go with it. I think you've got time to have a demonstration of this one, the way it's going, Claire.
We'll get there.
We've got a minute and a half. I think we've got another couple. That looks great, though, with the background, that colour. That really does look lovely. That white's really popping on it.
It really pops.
Yeah. Yeah, really nice, this. I think there's something about florals and the blue. I think it's because you sort of see flowers where it's a nice blue sky. I don't know whether that because it just seems like naturally they work really nicely with it. I don't know if it's because of that. But
I think the other thing that's quite nice is if maybe colouring isn't your thing.
Yeah.
This is a really quick way to get a pop of colour.
That's true.
What I've actually done with that, and I've done exactly the same, but then just used some gesso to colour it in with.
Okay. That's my last 30 seconds or so, Claire, just so you know.
I'm actually going to cut this up. So I'm going to cut. I know this.
You're back at 7 o'clock as well, aren't you?
I am.
With Paola?
So what I'll do is I'll finish this off in between. So all I'm going to do is I've just cut that into 6 little panels. There you go.
Are you going to leave us with a teaser so that we make sure that everyone joins us back at 7?
Yeah, should we put it together in the next show?
I think that's a great idea.
So you've obviously got to make sure you keep them in the right order. So you've got to play a little bit jigsaw with them.
Oh, we're getting the idea. Claire, thank you so much indeed.
That's all right, thank you.
On the screen, what we should say is to be continued with ... coming up as well. Claire, thank you so much indeed. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much indeed. Come back at 7 with Claire.